Hi friends, Jeanette here. Welcome to your very first breathing class, and I'm so excited for you because you're going to learn just how powerful working with the breath is. This class is going to help you on the mental, the physical, and the emotional level, and I'm going to set you up with the basics here so you can be ready for success. Let's get started. So the first thing we need to talk about is how to sit, how to set yourself up in your chair. So I am 5'3", I'm very small, but I still think that the chair is a little low for me. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my body, and I encourage you to do the same. If you're taller than me, you might even want to use two. Now don't worry if you don't have a blanket. Just like this, almost any blanket will do, or you can use towels, okay? So lifting the hips up really helps the back stay comfortable. Now, when we do our breathing practice, I'm going to ask you to come forward in the chair like this so that you're holding yourself up with your own effort. Now, I understand that this is not comfortable for everyone. So if you really need to lean back into the chair, please do that. And I'll invite you to get a little towel or maybe a pillow to put behind you so that as you're leaning back into the chair, see, I'm doing it now. As you're leaning back into the chair, you have something that's pushing you up away from the back. So your spine is a lot straighter than it would be if you were just leaning back without the support of the added pillow, towel, whatever the case may be, okay? So now that we're all situated in our chairs, your feet should be able to touch the floor. You want your feet flat on the floor. And if it's warm enough in your home, please do this barefoot, okay? The experience of the bare feet on the floor is really beneficial, really adds to the breathing practice. So we're sitting forward in the chair, okay? The spine is as straight as possible. And now we're going to just bring your attention to the breath. That's all I want you to do right now. Just think about your breath. Okay, you can close your eyes if you need to. Just watch the breath. And specifically, I'd like you to notice what part of your rib cage is moving when you breathe. When you inhale, what part of your rib cage moves? Okay, now, did you notice it was the top of your rib cage? Because many people breathe this way. When we inhale, the rib cage goes up, the neck muscles tighten, the shoulders might even come up a little. Very common breathing pattern, okay? Now we're gonna test another part of the rib cage. I'd like you to put your hands at your sides at the very bottom of your rib cage, okay? And breathe normally. And I'd like you to notice if your hands move when you breathe. Is your rib cage expanding out to the sides? Now, if it is, that's really good. If it's not, that's still okay. Don't worry about it. That's why you're in the breathing therapy class, right? You're going to learn some skills on how to bring your breath down into the bottom of your lungs to maximize every single breath, right? So when we breathe into the upper body, there's all this tension in the neck, and there's just the narrow part of the lung at the very top gets air, right? So we're going to start an exercise that's going to gradually let your lungs expand on their own without being forceful. And I call this the F breath. This is a really good warm-up for breathing practice. All you have to do is take a breath and make the F sound like that as long as you can. So I'll show you what I mean. Ready? It's that easy, okay? We're going to do 10 breaths like that. Now, as you go, you will probably find, perhaps you will get tired, right? And if that's the case, you can always stop, breathe normally, and then rejoin when you're ready. Another thing you might notice is on your inhales, that breath might automatically start to pull down into the bottom part of your lungs. You might feel your rib cage expanding to the sides simultaneously, instantaneously, automatically, whatever the word is, okay? So let's just begin with this F breath and count on your fingers. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. 10 breaths. Ready, begin. Inhale through the nose if you can. Now rest. Okay, notice how you feel. Sometimes people, when they breathe this way, they start to get sensations all over their body that they haven't felt in a long time. Tingling, warmth, okay? The face might be feeling warm. These are all good signs. Dizziness, however, I'll say it again, is not something that we're going for in a breathing practice. So if at any point you ever feel dizzy or lightheaded while we're doing breathing, either with me or on your own with the video, please stop, take a break. And the beauty of using the video is you have the option of pressing that pause button until you're ready to keep going. Okay, so use that. Next, we're going to do a slightly different exercise. We're going to use our diaphragm to pop. We're going to pop the diaphragm. All right, this is going to, on the inhale, expand the bottom of the rib cage. And on the exhale, a quick, fast blow of breath through the mouth. And sometimes we call this blowing out the birthday cake, the birthday candle, okay? So you're going to pretend that that birthday candle is all the way across the room from you, and you're trying to blow it out. You're going to use as much power as you can. We're only going to do 5, and then we're going to rest, and then do 5 more. This particular exercise does make people dizzy, so stop and take a break before me if you need to, okay? So I'm going to start right now. Okay? Okay, my lips are tingling. I'm feeling it. I need to take a break, and I'm sure you are too. So while we're resting, I'll let you know something that you might have noticed when I'm doing this. If I have my thumbs on my rib cage here and my fingers wrapped around to the front, On my in-breath, the fingers come away from each other, and on the out-breath, they come in towards each other. Did you see that? Look at my fingertips. Right? So let's do another round of 5, and you try it. Put your thumbs on your bottom of your rib cage and your fingers in the front, not touching each other, okay? On the inhale. Good. All right. Something else to look out for with this exercise and all the exercises, I'll explain this while we're taking another break, is the shoulders and the neck. We really want to try to keep the shoulders and the neck more or less still as we breathe. When you inhale, the inhale goes all the way down here, and at the very end of the inhale, when you're almost done bringing air in, your chest is going to lift a little bit. Your neck muscles really shouldn't tighten at all. Maybe the tiniest little bit. It should be so little that you don't really feel it, okay? And the shoulders, of course, we don't need to use our shoulders to breathe, okay? So let's go into another exercise. This one is going to stretch the back of your throat, and it's going to be very silly. So I'm hoping that you can just have a sense of humor with this one, because I certainly do. It's actually kind of fun. We're going to make a lion sound. We're going to stick out the tongue. We're just going to do this 5 times, right? And feel free to laugh at me, okay? Okay. It looks like this. Ah! That's it. Okay, we're just going to do 5. Easy. Ah! Ah! Stick out your tongue as far as you can. Ah! 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 That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing this for you. It's also for me. I enjoy it. Okay. The next one is also kind of silly. We're just going to do a yawn. So it's a very similar exercise, but we're keeping the tongue in the mouth, and we're stretching out the back of the throat even more on this one. And it looks like this. Oh. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to pull my back teeth as far away from each other as possible, and I can really feel the sides of my throat opening and stretching when I do this. So again, we're just going to do 5. Ready? Oh. 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 All right, good. We're making great progress. Breathe normally. So, we're going to practice now a very small hold of the breath. Holding the breath is useful to stretch your diaphragm, to stretch your chest muscles, to increase your lung capacity. When you hold your breath, you get a chance to absorb a little bit more oxygen from each breath. It's definitely not the way you want to breathe all the time. Okay, and I will say that some people really have a reaction to this, and that has to do with lots of different factors. Just know if this is not comfortable for you, you do not have to do it, okay? And the holds are going to be very short. We're going to start very short, and then you have the option of making them longer if it feels comfortable. We never want to hold the breath long enough to feel urgency, like I need to breathe. It should always feel easy. And over time, that length that you're comfortable with will increase. It's just not, it's not useful to force it. So again, don't hold your breath more than you're comfortable. It should feel easy. So all we're going to do is, place your thumbs on the ribs again. We're going to take an in-breath, trying to bring the breath down into the ribs, and hold. When you hold, try not to clench your throat. That's what a lot of people do. They close off their throat to keep the breath down. Let's keep the throat nice and open, the neck muscles really soft, okay? So we're going to do just 5 of these. Ready, begin. And exhale when you feel ready. Exhale completely. Blow all that breath out. Okay, and we're going to do it 4 more times. Ready? Inhale. Just hold it for 1, 2, 3 seconds. And exhale completely. Send all that breath out of your lungs. Thank you. Yes. Okay, just 3 more. We're taking it easy, taking it slow here. Inhale. Keep the neck muscles soft. Feel the way your chest is slightly expanded. Release. Okay, inhale. And exhale when it feels natural. Always when it feels natural. Never holding longer than that. All right, last one. Inhale. And you might even feel your back spreading a little bit here. Exhale. Okay, good. So let's stretch out the sides. If these sides are tight, it can be really hard for the rib cage to expand enough to get a really good breath. So if it's possible for you to raise your hand, just do that. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the hand down. We'll do the other side. So sometimes people have shoulder problems and bringing the arm up like this is not an option. So if that's you, you can try just having the hand on the elbow and doing this. Okay. And if that still doesn't work, you can just have the hand on the hip or on the lap and just lift like this a little bit if that's more comfortable for you. So we're going to continue. Inhale the arm up. Exhale down. I'll demonstrate on this side the other option. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Put your hands together in front of your heart. Roll your right shoulder back. Roll your left shoulder back. Okay. And we're going to do that again, the breathing and moving at the same time. It's part of the breathing practice. Okay. It's very soothing for the nervous system. We're going to add some counting though. Now, again, you don't have to stick to the numbers if it doesn't fit with your rhythm. But let's try. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just one more time on this side. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling down, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling up, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling down, 2, 3, 4. Now, if that felt super comfortable and if it was right at the edge of your ability for today, then stick with that. But if you feel like you can add on a little bit, what we're doing now is up for 4, 3, 4, and down for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, you can stay here. You can go back to 4 and 4, or you can progress now to 4 and 6. You have so many choices, right? So inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up, 2, 3, 4. Exhale down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last round. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well done. Okay. Sometimes we get tired sitting like this for a while, so why don't we take a break? I'm going to invite you to take your legs a little bit wide. Bring your elbows down onto your knees and drop your head. Okay, let your shoulders come back behind you. Take a breath here, and of course we can turn this break into a breathing practice. I'm going to invite you now to breathe into the back of your rib cage. So while you're here, direct your breath to your upper back. You will feel your two sides spreading away from the center here on the inhale, and as you exhale, it'll come back in towards the center. This is called back breathing. It's really useful because 70% of your lung capacity resides behind your heart. So if we can access the back of the lungs, we're really making the most of what we have. And we'll just stay here for one more breath. Breathe into your back. Good. Hands on the knees. And come back up. Very good. So now we're going to try something that my teacher calls sips and puffs, okay? We're going to start with the sips. It's going to be like you're sipping soup, and you're sipping it 3 times per inhale. So you're dividing your inhale up into 3 sections, and I'll show you. It looks like this. And then you just let it out. Okay? Through the nose is best, actually. We'll do it through the nose if you can. So we'll do 5 breaths like that. Ready? Try to expand the sides of your ribcage here. Don't pull up with your shoulders. I see that one a lot. So sometimes we see it like this. Okay, try to do it all down here. Last one. Good. Very good. Okay, so we're going to do 5 more now, and you have the option of continuing with your 3-part inhale, or you can do 4. Okay, it's really up to you where you are today. Sometimes the lungs are just not up to it. That's fine. The more you do your breathing practice, you'll get there. So starting from the beginning with the 4-part exhale or the 3, your choice. Good. Okay, so notice how you feel. Notice how you breathe. Is it changing from the beginning of class into now? Is something different? Chances are something is different. Can you put your finger on what it is? Maybe it's more sensation in the bottom of your ribs when you inhale. Maybe you feel calmer. Maybe you feel more relaxed. Or maybe you are finally starting to get the hang of not having those shoulders come up when you breathe. Whatever it is, notice. Be specific in what you notice. Exactly what is it that's happening in your body right now, okay? Moving on to the puffs. We've done the sips, we're gonna do the puffs, sips and puffs, okay? It's the reverse of what we just did. So we were sipping on the inhale, now we're puffing on the exhale. So I'll show you, it looks like this. No, sorry, I don't want you to do it through the mouth. That's not how I learned it. And it's actually better to do it through the nose. Doing it through the nose is the best, but if you can't, mouth is fine, okay? So it looks like this. That's it. You take a breath in, exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay? 5 rounds. Ready? Begin. So if you're finding you only have enough breath for one, the trick is to divide that up. So you let out a little bit less air. You're rationing your exhale, okay? Another part of it sometimes is we're not accessing the muscles down here to actually exhale fully. And that's another part of this exercise that's going to get stronger for you with practice. Okay, so 4 more. Okay, take a break. And again, I'm giving you the option of repeating the 3-part exhale or moving up to a 4-part exhale. Your choice. We'll begin now. Very good. Relax. Okay. So we're coming to the end of the practice, and I really like to end with some vocalizations, and usually singing is the way I do that. Singing is really good for you. It's good for your brain, for your heart, for your throat, for your lungs. It's very beneficial for your nervous system. So I think the song we're going to sing today, because I want to choose something that everybody knows, we're going to do Sunshine. You Are My Sunshine. Okay, we're just going to sing. Breathe whenever you need to. And keep your hands on your belly as you're doing it, or maybe on the sides of the ribs, so that you can keep that awareness of where you're breathing into. Okay, ready? Begin. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you inside my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. Okay, we're going to do that again, but I want to pause for a second and bring out some things that you might be noticing as you're singing, or things you might not notice, but that you can bring attention to on the next round, okay? So first of all, perhaps it's possible that your neck is tight when you're singing, yeah? This happens. It happens all the time. So you can bring attention to that. The next thing is your back. Is your back tight when you're singing? So rocking a little helps to just lull those muscles into relaxation. Certainly paying attention can help too. Leaning back a little might help too, if you can do that while keeping your back straight. If you lean back onto your sits bones, you might feel your abdominal muscles all the way down here kicking on and supporting you, and that's good. You want that. You want those guys to do half the work of holding you up and your back muscles to do the other half, okay? So now we're doing one more round. Ready? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you inside my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and I cried. All right. And place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Close your eyes if you're comfortable closing them. And if you're not, find a spot on the floor in front of you that you can look at easily. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Feel your chest, your belly. Feel your hands and your feet. Thank yourself for making time to invest in your wellness. This truly, I believe, makes the world a better place. I'm grateful for your time. Thank you for joining me. From my heart to yours.